Good morning, my scrumptious friends. Welcome to day 24 of the Keeping Promises to Myself series, a series in which I hold myself accountable for completing things off my to-do list, achieving my goals, and actively pursuing new experiences and things that bring me joy. It is 10:45 a.m. and I'm having my breakfast. So we are having an iced mocha. I actually made it differently this time, so I'll put the recipe for that if anyone would like to replicate this. And I'm also not having the healthiest breakfast, but I was kind of craving cream cheese today. So I got some Eggo waffles and I cut a apple on the side, and I'm just having like that with cream cheese. I know it's not the healthiest, but I was just craving cream cheese. I got my protein iced mocha. Okay, this is lunch. We got a little protein yogurt because this ended up being very spicy. It's the meal plan I made a couple of Sundays ago, and I just modified it by adding my mom's meat curry into here. She made this amazing meat curry and I had it frozen, so I just defrosted it, added it into the rice, mixed it up. And so now to offset the spice, I'm having it with yogurt. I'm having a square of this as a snackaroo. This is dinner. We live in such a strange world that has encouraged hyper independence to the point where sometimes I feel like they shame you for wanting a partner and pursuing love. And it's like we can't find a balance. Either we encourage people to be too dependent on love, or we encourage people to be too independent of it. And I feel like those two things can't coexist. With these dating apps, a lot of the people on these apps, they want companionship for the sake of having companionship, but they don't actually want to have a relationship in which they can build with somebody. So when I was on these dating apps, I was meeting a lot of people that were unsure of what their dating goals were, didn't have their life together, had no vision in mind, didn't want a serious relationship, but said they wanted a serious relationship, only wanted to start off the relationship with physicality to judge the prospect of a relationship. No, that's not how it works. I don't think that a relationship should be built on purely physical attraction, purely physicality. I personally believe that usually when relationships start off with a whole bunch of physicality, it rarely leads to something long lasting, as you're driven by lust, which can very easily fade once you start to get to know someone. You're like, bro, you're so boring. So as Will said, it made him spiral being on these apps. Me too. And I think the issue also is that every new conversation I would have with someone, because I had pure intentions, I would get so disappointed and defeated and discouraged every time it wouldn't go anywhere, that my heart could only handle so much disappointment. So when it kept getting disappointed, I think it just started affecting my mental health, and it started getting me very sad and depressed. A lot of boys on these apps will say things like, you know, I feel like it's so much easier for girls to be on this app when they're looking for something. They get messaged by so many guys much more than guys get messaged by girls. And I feel like that makes it easier for girls to find the right person on the app, because you just have a lot more people, a lot more matches that you get. And my counter to that all the time is, look at these 5 matches that I've gotten, or likes that I've gotten. Look at the quality of these profiles. A lot of these guys be having no information about themselves in their profiles. A lot of these guys be putting garbage shit in their profiles that is not attractive or appealing at all to me. A lot of guys are putting like one picture and expecting that picture to be representative of their whole damn personality. So you tell me if those are actually 5 likes, or is that equivalent to 0? You see what I'm saying? If there is a girl on the app that's maybe just looking for fun, sure, 5 likes is a big deal. It's like, yes, there's 5 opportunities right there. Just like a guy who's getting 5 likes, 2 likes, 1 like, whatever. It's like, boom, there's an opportunity right there. But I feel like it's about quality. It really comes down to quality. So whether I get 5 likes or you get 2 likes, generally they're gonna amount to the same in quality. Because if there's a girl who's making a first move on you, or she's making a message towards you, or she's handcrafting a message towards you, chances are that is way more genuine than those 5 likes that I'm getting. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, quality over quantity. And I get this so much. I get this so much from people saying, oh, but I thought it was so easy for girls. You just like
put up pretty pictures of yourself and you just get likes. And I'm like, okay, and then what? Like, if someone is only liking me for my photos, one thing I want to say, I was really trying to compromise, right? Because I kept thinking to myself, damn, what if there is someone with a heart of gold out there? But let's say they're, I'm 5'6", and let's say they're like 5'7", okay? Or let's say they have a heavy ass accent, but there isn't actually a communication barrier because they speak English very well, right? Or let's say blah, 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 blah. So I was like giving myself all of these reasons to give people a chance. And I think one of the worst things that I did was I didn't listen to my gut when it came to first messages. Basically on my profile, guys, these are the things that I wrote. I always write detailed profile, but I don't write an essay. I kind of write bullet points with little emojis. So I put like that red X thing for anime lover, and for controller I put like avid gamer. So I basically put point form all the things that I'm kind of like really excited about. So I put like anime, Marvel, DC. I wrote the 2 sermon leaders, the Muslim sheikhs, whose lectures I often listen to. I wrote that I'm into deep conversations and self-improvement and things like that. Basically, on first glance, you can get a pretty good idea of the kind of person I am, right? You can get to know my hobbies. You can get to know my priorities in life. You can get to know how I want to lead my life. In one of the bullet points, I wrote balance of deen and dunya. Basically, in Arabic, what that means is like you're balancing your faith and the worldly life. And that's something that's really important to me. So I wrote that in my profile. And normally in the past, whenever I would be on dating apps, I would always tell myself, bro, I have a damn good profile. And I'm not being cocky right now. I'm not saying it in a way of like, oh, I should get so many likes. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I have a good profile, which means I give you a very good idea of who I am. And I make it very easy for you to judge whether you will like me or not. That's what I mean by a good profile. So before, when I would get on those apps, I would tell myself, I put a lot of effort into my profile and giving people enough information about me to make their judgment. Therefore, I deserve a good fucking open message. I don't want no, hey, you look pretty. How you doing? I saw your profile. I liked it. I don't want any of that garbage, because you know what that looks to me? It looks to me like you are very lazy, mister. You could tell me about your favorite anime. You could tell me about a K-drama you're watching. You could ask me about what I'm watching on Netflix. You could ask me what book I just read. I give you so much to work with. So I expect a decently crafted few words. It doesn't have to be like essay, but that 1 or 2 sentences should at least show me that you have read my profile. But this time, the disservice that I did to myself is I accepted messages from people who would say things like, hey, how are you? Or would just be lazy as hell and just heart my picture. And I am so disappointed in myself for doing that, but also proud of myself for doing that, because I gave a lot of people a chance, and I can never look back and be like, nah, you let go of some good guys just because they were too short or just because they were this, they're no, I gave them a fair fucking chance. All of the guys that I talked to, I was kind, I was inquisitive, I showed curiosity, I commented on their profile, I even reached out to some people. So I don't fucking care what guys say like, oh my God, girls don't reach out. No, the right girls, the ones that are actually serious, they will have no problem trying to make a conversation with you.
Hello, my scrumptious friends. It's almost midnight and I'm just getting to bed now. Unfortunately, I was not able to go to the gym today, nor did I get in bed by 10 o'clock. So it was not successful on those 2 fronts. But other than that, I think I had a pretty productive day and a pretty good day. So inshallah, I'm going to get some sleep. Just like that, we are done with day number 24 of keeping promises to myself. And inshallah, if I'm healthy and able, I will see you guys for day number 25 tomorrow. For now, stay safe, stay scrumptious, and Raven out. Good night.